Welcome back, Snazzy Monkeys, to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to play this bitch right here, Valkyrie. And I've decided that I should try to teach new people on how to play her. I've been playing her since the season came out. I'm not too great at her, but I thought I could give you guys a little bit of perspective on how to play her. So we just jump in a firing range. I'll show you guys the what, how, the know-how, and everything you need to know about Valkyrie. Alright, so we're here in the training grounds as Valkyrie, and I'd say the most important thing about Valkyrie is her jetpack. You might think it's her explosive device, which sure, it's really good to get an entry frag, but the most important thing about her is her backpack. Now, the reason it's so important is positioning. Positioning, if you watched my last video, positioning is the most important thing about Apex. You can quickly take the high ground, as you can see, just like that. I have the high ground, and you can kind of just maneuver however you'd like. You can do whatever you want, and just kind of show you what kind of a distance you can cover as Valkyrie. I'll show you. You'll be really surprised. So I'm up here as Valkyrie. Did a little bit of transportation, and I am going to make it to that corner of the map. You just jump right off here and just keep flying a little bit, doing short bursts, and then you can just hold this. Look how slow that meter is going down. And I did bad. I accidentally used too much fuel. And by the end of it, I traveled, let's just scoot over a little bit, 173 meters. Name me a character that can go further. This character has the best positioning in the game next to Old Horizon. So, what you need to do in Valkyrie is learn how to position. Learn to get high ground. Don't overuse jetpacks because they're very, very important in fights. You will never find a more based character on positioning. Because when you get caught out in the blue, you're gonna get fucking beamed. She's an easily beamable character. She's pretty large, I'd say so myself, and yeah, that's basically what you should be doing with Valkyrie. So like, let's say we're in a situation where it's just off rip, you get a gun, get the high ground, and then you have the high ground enemy. Look how beneficial this is compared to just this. And instead of just going, like, it's just a lot faster, a lot easier. And then another benefit of her ability, you can really make it hard to get hit. So if someone's shooting at you, just add a little bit of flying in there. And yeah, it's basically almost impossible to hit you unless they're good. Now, one downside of Valkyrie, one little oopsie that comes with it, is wall jumping and a lot of techs that involve jumping, because she, unfortunately, with her jetpack, if you double click spacebar, it goes off, and that means from anywhere. Crouching goes off, you're in mid jump, goes off, anything, it goes off. So if you want to wall jump, you gotta be very, you gotta have your timing down. You can't mess up or this will happen. And you just don't want to waste your jetpack. It's kind of useless. So I'd say if you want to, if you want to play Valkyrie, you gotta just make sure your wall jumps are down. If you want to use them, that is. Like, I'm pretty bad at wall jumps, as you can see. Like, yeah, there. You gotta make sure your wall jumps are down. And then once they're done, you can start using her and all that jazz. Alright, now for the more damage attack kind of stuff. Let's just get the R301, my favorite gun. And basically what you should do is you should not use her to just run into a fight, drop your ability, and then just, melt the enemy. What you should be using her for is to, kind of assist your team in fights. What I like to do is I like to kind of be this kind of position, mid-range position. Let's just get back to her, and then just use my ability like this, and then I can stun them, and my two teammates can, let's say there's Octane, he can run in and just, come in and finish the job. And that's how I like to use her ability. Now, of course, when you're in close range situations, and you're fighting the enemy, let's say you're in this kind of a position, you can quickly use it, and see, that's why it's not super useful to be an entry fragger. It's really easy to miss with her rocket ability. And then you're punished for 25 seconds. So if you want to use it close range, you got to be really accurate. with your rockets. See, I missed again. It's that easy to miss because I think there's like a closeness. Yeah, you can only do it at this distance. So no matter how close you look to the ground, oh, highness, no matter how close you look to the ground, it's gonna be at this distance. And yeah. So if you want to do an entry frag, you gotta go in, and if you're too close, you're just kind of shit out of luck. You're just a character without a Q. So what you're doing right here in this situation, what I like to do is just get back. You might get lit up a little bit, but it's really beneficial to just get back, and then you can get that head off, and your teammates can come and assist you if they're good enough. So yeah, that's how I like to play Valkyrie, and I could kind of show you some tips and tricks in game here in a second. Alright, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Game's not loading, so we're gonna just, I guess, jump back into firing range, and I'll show you a few more stuff I kind of wanted to show you in game, but looks like we're not gonna be able to do that. Sorry about this. Okay, so now that we're here, the few things I wanted to show you. You might have noticed this in my, long jump. If you are flying and you're trying to go for distance, which you really shouldn't be with your ability, long bursts over short bursts, because look how much it uses in short bursts. So use long bursts. And then once you get towards the red section, just pull out your ability and look how slow it goes. Look how slow it goes. You will fly super slow and you will gain no height at all. But you will gain the ability to just travel a good distance without using your jetpack fuel. Alright, and something we haven't talked about is her ultimate. Now, her ultimate is something that you should try to not at all use in gunfights, because if you try to, you will get fucked. So, what her ultimate does is it's like a, it's basically just a rip tower, but better. And what you can do with this is you can... Somebody's in my lobby, they're just jumping on the zipline. You can, people are in your lobby, and sometimes they, like zipline jumps or arrows spawning over here, or like this will appear in his lobby. Sometimes those will shine through, but back to the tip. So her ability, what it does is it like, you click Z, and it starts to boost up, and this is when your teammates can attach on. And you just kind of chill here. You pick your degrees wherever you want to go. See? And then you just burn it, and you go fairly good distance into the air. Then you're just free to fly, and it's a really good ability. I would say it's probably one of the best positioning ults in the game. Let's be honest, it's better than Pathfinder. The only difference is it's louder. But what you really need to be careful is with it, if you get shot once with it, if you get shot once while you're in that burn up action, it cancels. It cancels. Not while you're flying into the air, but when you're in this position, it instantly cancels. If you get shot like this, gone. Your ultimate's done. And also, you see that turn off button? How you can turn it off? That gets rid of about, I'd say, 25% of your ult. This is not good, because there have been times when I'd get my ult, and I would just, not back. Okay, guys, storm's coming. Storm's coming. Oh, it also does turn off to storm, so you gotta use this before a storm hits. You'd be like, okay, guys, storm's coming. Storm's coming. And you get into storm, and it turns it off. It does. So, and you also gotta really be careful about that. Other than that, you gotta really be careful about spamming Z when you use it. Because watch. Oops. You just ruined your ultimate, and now you can't. Your teammates kind of shut out of luck. Because what I like to do with this ultimate is, if I am in a team fight and I find our position to be lackluster, that we're not going to win the team fight and we need to just get the fuck out, I often decide to just be like, okay guys, come here, come on. And like, let's say we're fighting people down there, I go, come here, everybody come here. And then from behind this rock, I'd use my ultimate. Because what they can't do is they can't shoot you, and by the time you're already gone, God, that's odd, by the time you're gone, like, by the time you're in the air, so you're not gone, by the time you're in the air, they can't shoot you. You're already, flying. So, like, let's say, fighting this guy down here. Like, okay, guys, come up here. We get up to this rock, and I would just get behind here, and I'd be like, okay, let's go. And now, he can't shoot me at all. I can kind of see if they're coming, so I can turn it off, and I just blast off. And you will take some damage. They will be able to shoot you right here. It's a pretty predictable path, but you can spin around so they can't hit you. And then you can just turn and free look, and you'll be able to also see enemies because it scans enemies in the area. So yeah, it is generally how I like to use her. She's a really viable, fun character, and I think she's very balanced at the same time. I think it's a really good idea to make her ability have a 30-second cooldown because it is a really powerful ability. Like, look at that. And also, something I didn't mention, it's really fun to zipline hop with her because you can just hop back on and then you can... So, like, using her to jump through ziplines is a really easy thing to do. So yeah, that is how you play Valkyrie in Season 9 of Apex. In the future, if she gets nerfed, this video will probably be sort of viable, but a lot different. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope my tips and tricks on Valkyrie helped you out in your betterment as a player. I greatly await you guys, you know, see you guys in the future. So bye, have a good one. That was a Snazzy Monkey.